Hello. Welcome to the channel. Been a while, huh, guys? Well, we really have never really gone live on the PXR channel before, so I guess this will be a one and done, but we're not going to end it on a somber note. Anyway, VX, Heaven's Assassin, Planet X Records, welcome to the channel. PXR,
Yep.
like, sub, click the bell for notifications. We got Mac the Rebel with us.
Mac the Rebel, and together we are Guerrilla Alliance, in case you didn't know the first time. So, yes, sir.
Mac the Rebel of Guerrilla Alliance infamy. So most important while we wait for the room to populate and whatnot, we're gonna be taking questions in the live chat. But as of right now, the first and foremost thing you guys are gonna want to do, and we will make sure to put all these links in the description, is A Hobo with a Machete mix CD out now everywhere. It's a free download. You can go ahead and get it on Bandcamp, and then you can actually donate there. So the thing about Bandcamp, it might seem confusing at first because when you click on it, it comes up and it basically brings up like the inventory, like an eBay or a PayPal, and you think, oh, I thought VX said it was free. What are these guys trying to pull here? Well, you could just put 0 in the value, so you don't have to actually like pay any money unless you want to, and so it allows you to pay over the price of 0. But if you're just downloading the mixtape free, you basically put in a 0. Feel free to throw in $1, $3, $4, 5,000, 10 million. You know what I mean? I don't know what the limit is. So feel free to run it up, and then maybe we can all find out what the limit is together. Shout out to everybody who has added us to playlists on Spotify, followed us on Spotify. Make sure you head over to the Guerrilla Alliance channel on Spotify. You can check out A Hobo with Machete mix CD there. You can also follow our channel. And just add us to playlists, and then check out the whole catalog on there. Obviously, the Guerrilla Alliance trilogy, basically almost everything we have, at least everything we have as Guerrilla Alliance is on there, except for a couple other mixtapes, which is on Bandcamp. Everything is on Bandcamp. Bandcamp is now the PXR inventory store hub, so you can get all 9 canonical Planet X records. But see what I did there, Mac? But you can get them all there. You can get Hobo on there along with the other 2 free mixtapes, all 3 albums, and all 3 of my solo albums. So just some basic information of starting us off where to find things. I guess while I'm doing this long list, to make a long list long, you guys have probably noticed, I figured this is one thing I forgot to mention, Mac, but I figured anyway, we'll be fixed now. PlanetXRecords.net is not a thing anymore, so we now have the blog, which is planetxmedianet.blogspot.com. Yeah, it's long, but it's free. So just go there, and actually you'll get a lot more from PXM than you will on the PXR channel or anywhere else where you're consuming PXR music. You'll find Planet X Filmworks over there, where me and Mac do movie reviews with Gaz. You'll find Planet X Games, which is the twitch.tv/Planet X Games, and you'll find some other things that we're going to allude to later that we really want to promote, but we can't because they're not ready yet. So, Mac, you got anything to start us off?
Nah, I mean, you definitely find most of our Planet X records, as you say, records. That's what most people don't understand, though. You know what I mean? Like, we are a record label that actually sold records. So
I named it that for a reason. It wasn't just like Planet X Entertainment or Planet X, you know what I mean? I guess we use PXM now because it encompasses everything. But yeah, no, I did name it that for a reason, guys. Like Planet X music, we could Planet X streaming. We could have really took it up a notch in today's modern climate.
Yeah, I mean, GA, we put out a lot of material, like you said, the albums we put out, the mixtapes, VX's solo, my solo stuff. We pretty much got a whole body of work, out there,
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's been good to us for a while, and right now, I think it's just moving on to bigger and better things at this point, When you're an artist, you don't stick to one ideal, sort of format. You got to go into multiple formats of what you feel you could, you could pretty much put your hand in. So, like, yeah, man. I mean, movie wise, and not to mention, just reviews of like other sources of media and such. That's why Planet X Media exists. for a reason. So
Hmm.
yeah, man. So yeah, and here we are now. Just pretty much made it to where we are. Keeping it moving, keeping it going. This ain't. This is just a temporary. Stop for now on what we do best, and just moving on to something a little bigger and better. So I mean, come on, y'all. I mean, y'all know y'all have dreams, so y'all can understand that.
Yeah. I hadn't really thought about why we don't want to continue to do the same thing forever, but I guess just a moment of unclarity in PXR's case. You know what I mean? You know, Mac and I have never had a second to stop and look back. You know what I mean? Because we've always been going forward the entire time, like like Mac was saying. So you know what I mean? Of something I started doing when I was like 15 years old. Of why I don't. You know what I mean? Of how repetitive it got. And never mind. We're not going to get into the modern climate of the streaming thing. Maybe we'll close off with a little bit about where you guys can find our stuff to stream, but how the environment is now. I mean, to bring it way back for you guys, like I know Mac is from New York. This dude grew up in NY in the 90s, and you know what I mean. I assume like you love cassette tapes, Mac, and like I'm a big vinyl nerd. You know what I mean? And like, dude, I'm still totally in the mode of like me and my homies having like me and Mac having the Dark Riff CD. Like, dude, like when I posted it on Instagram, I'm pretty sure it's still on there. If you go look in the comments, Chino XL was like, "Where's mine?" And I was like, "You can have it anytime you want." I was like, "No one wants to get beat up by you, because if you've seen that guy, he's the size of like a castle." So I was like, I thought he was like strong arming me because he didn't get the Dark Riff copy. I was like, "I'll FedEx it right now." And that guy will knock the walls of my house down like a cartoon, like Attack on Titan. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? It's just it's I'm totally in that mode. And shout out to him, ChinoXL.com. Go check out the graphic novel and the single for the graphic novel. We'll speak on what we got going on that front in a bit, but
oh yeah, for sure, man.
I'm still in the mode of like if my homie doesn't give me the CD in the shrink wrap, I'm just like, it's not up to par. You know what I mean? And then you know what I mean, the fact that it's just been entirely devalued and it's just totally a digital medium now. And I quite frankly, I think we have other things that we can do in a digital medium that are, you know what I mean, that could be more entertaining than this.
Yeah, true. Plus, not to mention, like, it's like how you said, the artists we work with and all that, And this is what people don't understand half the time. When you're an actual artist that likes to do what you do, and you're working with other like-minded ones, even though like their stature's a lot more higher, they're pretty much in the game longer. They put in the years. They're pretty much the masters, while you're pretty much trying to ascend to that master, And what most don't understand is like that when you work with certain artists like that and all that, man, you just gotta understand like it's business, yeah, but friendship could be a plus, or you know what I mean, or a good word in nowadays and all that could be, that could be a plus right there too, just as because they you just because of who you are as a person, they like you for who you are and all that, and like yeah, we kind of need people like you, doing stuff like this. That's what most don't understand. It's all like, oh, why is he working with him? Oh, they don't, you know what I mean? He's a big time artist, and who is this nobody? And that gets like, that gets tired at the end of the day, and it's like, yo,
I mean, if you think about it, like. I was trying to think of a better example, but like I just saw something, I think it was on Twitter, of the highlight of like 50's first appearance being that React verse on Shut 'Em Down 98, which I think is like one of the best things ever. And man, I glossed over that verse, like just like I don't think it's his best work, but like
yeah,
again, I didn't know he was a star. You know what I mean? So like Mac just said, I think there's a better example of like maybe Nas and Traj or someone else like that. I mean, you assume maybe Big L and G Rap. Like at one time, these dudes just had one verse. I'm not trying to compare us to them, guys. I'm not an idiot, but I'm just saying there could be people like Frick. Man, me and you were watching the Wu-Tang series, and when they did that first single, they weren't really. I mean, yeah, it hit the block hard, but like. It was just 9 ninja guys that no one, just it came out of nowhere. So I mean, like Mac was, I think unless I misinterpreted this, Mac, one of your points is that like you don't really know if someone's going to be fire or not. Like you just get a G rap out of nowhere. You get a cannabis out of nowhere.
Exactly.
You get
like you don't know this story at all, but at the end of the day, it's who they are as people. You know what I mean? And how you relate to them in some sort of way.
I agree with that too.
Like, so yeah, I think Necro and G Rap, who, you know, two different styles came together and made a dope album. You know, so it just shows it right there. You know?
For sure, I agree. I mean, peace to everybody we worked with. I think one thing that's funny is people that have hated on us for getting collabs. Like, you know, these people who just see the feature and just automatically start hating on it once they see the name, but they don't even hear the track. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, like Mac was saying, PXR. Why do those guys work with him? It's like, you guys have no idea who charged us, who didn't charge us. You don't know who gave us crazy. We've robbed the bank so many times on the deals people have given us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. But at the end of the day, though, you know, you just stay humble. You know.
Yeah.
If one thing don't work out, you know, there's always another solution. So.
You got to go to a pivot. You got to adapt. You know what I mean? And shout out the whole point of this video, guys, is a big shout out to the fans. Peace to Gaz, longtime supporter. You know what I mean? Just a little background on Gaz. He does the Paradigm movie film review show with us now over on the PXF channel, which we haven't even plugged yet. YouTube.com/PlanetXFilm. We'll put it there. That's where all our new content is. So go over there and subscribe, and we'll talk about the other projects we have on there too.
Yeah,
but
shout out to Gaz, Green Street Hooligan.
Gaz has been a longtime supporter from the UK. Shout out to he's in the north of the UK. Shout out to everybody. We've got a couple longtime PXR supporters in the UK. My man Liam Singh. Me and him have talked a lot. I think he's got all of our stuff, and then even New Zealand. You know, shout out to all the support in Australia. I mean, just like, you know what I mean. It's funny looking at our old mixtapes, and you know what I mean. I don't think me and Mac ever assumed we'd be sitting here saying this. Really, honestly, our egos are not as big. Our haters think we have like these massive egos, like, gee, hey, those guys think they rule the underground. But you know what I mean? It's really not the case. It's just like, it don't matter. It don't matter what we think because that's what people think of us. Like, those guys think they're so, like, bro, like, we just marketed our product to our core fan base, like Mac was just saying, and it just happened to work for us. So at the end of the day, we can't come up here and sell a sob story about why we're quitting because it was so terrible, because that really wasn't our experience.
Yeah, pretty much. Nah, this is just one of those things where you move on to bigger and better. That's it. You know?
Yeah, I think Mac said it best.
We can keep it going and going and going, but at the end of the day, you know, like, how far can you take it? And pretty much like you get burnt out in some points during your life and all. You just want to, like, you know, I'm kind of tired of this. Let me do this. You know, that's just where we're at right now. You know.
Yeah, shout out to Gad Naga in the live chat. We're doing a Q&A, homie. So if you have any questions, you can fire him there, and I'll read them off. He said he's from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, so I guess he's out in the island. He's got some flags there. I'm an ignorant white guy from the East Coast, man. So I'm not. I think it might be Grenada. You know what I mean? With my limited world knowledge. Peace to you, man. I mean, if he's out in the islands, then yeah, man. No, I mean, we used to have the map on the old page. I don't think it might be gone, and it had all of our like hits of all over the world, everyone who came to our site, and it was like little islands across Fiji with Bodhi from Point Break. You know what I mean? It was like that we had like I'm like, it's crazy, you know.
For sure, man. Shoot.
Anyway, my plan was I really wanted to shoot this like HD crispy in person with me and Mac. But granted, it has been a pandemic for a couple of years, and we live on opposite coasts now. So, you know what I mean? This is the magic of the internets, you know what I mean, has allowed us to bring this live cast to you guys. But yeah, I was hoping to shoot something like epic for this final farewell, but who knows? We got a couple things up our sleeves, so we might be able to leave some little breadcrumb Easter eggs for you guys to follow us over to the new channels.
Obviously, because there's more strains and freaking like COVID than weed. And as the meme goes. So
yeah, I saw that. I think that the new South Park wrapped that up nicely with how the future looks. How do you want to handle this, Mac? Well, you want to just get further into the update and go to the next thing? I mean, the first thing I wrote down was new music because I figured that would be the first question. We can go to something else, or do you want to start off with that?
Now we can start off with that for sure.
Okay, I don't have an update, guys. I'm gonna let Mac do the one. You can find my shit on Bandcamp.
All right then. Yeah, there is some new music coming up. If I'm forgetting anything, BX, let me know. Well, basically, I got one more album project that's coming out. I mean, for now, the title was The Last Time You Know War Chief, but title might change. But I'm still sticking to that one right there.
I hope it doesn't.
Nah, you're gonna keep it moving on that one. This one's gonna be more of a personal project right here.
Shout out to Bryn.
Yeah, for sure, man. Shout out, man. And yeah, man. It's gonna like go into a lot of worldly topics nowadays. Obviously, I'm gonna get in on the whole COVID crisis. I'm gonna get on like the gay agenda, gay mafia BS. I'm gonna get on like movies. I'm actually got a track talking about movies nowadays. You know what I mean? Cinema nowadays and how they're just pretty much
the current state of cinema. Oh my god,
the current state of cinema. Yeah,
I haven't even heard it, guys, and I think I found my favorite Mac track of all time because I'm gonna be able to relate to that one big time.
Yo, I'm gonna rip a new one on that one, man. But yeah, it's gonna have some pretty good features on there too. I'm not gonna like blow it up on here, but I'll just surprise y'all. Just follow the Instagram, Mac the Rebel PXR. You see it there. You find also the Twitter, Mac the Rebel PXR. So yeah, any updates about that album, I'll let y'all know what's up. The album I should be completing it hopefully by around like the beginning of next year. So but I already got the beats lined out. I already got my bars written up. Most of the tracks is all recorded right now. So it's mostly just like features I'm waiting on at this point. And once that's solidified and all, then yeah, I'm gonna hit you with a huge update on where it's gonna be released. And let's just say CDs won't be the only thing it will be released on also. So yeah.
Nice. Some fucking 8 tracks. That's what I'm talking about, Mac. Man, a bunch of people just tuned in. Shout out to everybody. My man Bryn in the house. He's from St. Thomas, and it's ridiculously how that we're almost on island time because the islands came out to hold us down, and then Australia is island. Shout out to D.O.V.E. He said his first track he heard was the Martian Chronicles, and that was myself and the Holocaust for West Coast Killer Bee.
Yeah, that was after the Reign of Terror, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the song was shout out to Freddy's Dead. The song was completed before that, so I had to think about it for a second because it almost could have gone out on something else. But no, I went on that. Let's unless you guys have any questions, throw them out. A Hobo with a Machete mix CD out now featuring Aztec of Hybrid Thoughts, D.O.V.E., Eloquence of the Celestial Order, Alphabetic of PXR, MC Therapist, you know what I mean? Thought you guys were going to make it, but anyway, we'll keep it moving.
It'd be about what the Martian Chronicles was about.
Yeah, we'll go to ancient history of Reign of Terror. You can stream that on Spotify and everywhere. Global Warming, Reign of Terror, my first solo LP 2012. But man, there's some fire on there, though. Shout out to everybody on there. Rasul, Tank, who else is on there? Man, it's been a while.
Oh yeah, man. Now that album really did have some.
The Joe Taka is on there. Shout out to him. I've been talking to Explicito, and apparently Joe Taka got like injured on the job, so I think he might still be down. But we have a lot of bangers with him. He's on what Empire? Is he on Empire of Fear? He's on Global Warming and Terror, Empire of Fear, and then I thought I had something like newer for us.
I'm trying to remember if Joe Tak was on DX with us or not. I don't remember.
No, I think he might have been on something after that. Like he's on. I think
he was on John Carpenter for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think he's on one of the other mixtapes too. John Carpenter was a classic. All the mixtapes are on Bandcamp, guys. Go help us out. Go find us the features on our own albums because apparently our catalog is so expansive that we can no longer remember who's on what. Shout out to Joe Taka. I hope you guys see this.
Thank you.
Yeah. Fan reflection, baby. You know what I mean? We're just letting you guys know how it's been along the way, and it's been epic with you guys. Shout out to everybody that bought merch. Yeah, I want to shout out on Bandcamp. People can go on there and click this button that's like whole catalog, like buy the whole catalog, and it just dumps everything in their inbox. You know what I mean? And they get everything that you have posted. Shout out to everybody that did that. My homie Jason did that. And Jace, check your email. I'm gonna send you some more stuff, guys. We have limited posters and stickers left, and if anybody wants any of that, or there's limited CDs left as well. There's Global Warming, Reign of Terror. There's Guerrilla Warfare. There's Tablet of Destiny. And I think that might be it. And if you know how many drops we've had, that's crazy. So there's limited of those. If anybody wants any of the hard copies, holler at your boy. Stickers, limited stickers, and a few limited posters left. There's the Dark Rift posters that Mac made. That's like my favorite poster ever with the Aztec calendar in it. And then I think I still have the Global Warming Reign of Terror posters Mac designed as well. Ridiculous gas mask machete wielding, you know what I mean? VX just torching people.
Yeah, man. That's another thing too, just like the artwork also, man. You know, like that's also another reason why, you know, I kind of like want to stray away from the music nowadays, is because I also like to work on my artwork now.
Yes.
You know, and you know, it's just crazy because like during the years I've had this, you know, always had some sort of sketch pad and so a lot of sketches and a lot of drawings of various random things, and I've always had a lot of compliments. I was always somebody. I'll be at work and drawing something to somebody over my shoulder, like, "Oh man, that's crazy. Oh man, you should make me something like that." Like, you know what I'm saying? But you know,
baby.
My time isn't really free like that. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, if you're a homie of mine, I got you or whatever. You know, but end of the day, though. Yeah, man, it's just something I want to get into. I want to get into comics, graphic novel writing. I want to get to storytelling, all that stuff, you know. So yeah, it's just something that's along the plans along the way. So,
well, I'm glad Mac brought that up because when he was talking about going on to bigger and better things earlier, I was just going to say that's a perfect time to follow Mac on the Instagram. He's a talented comic book artist, and blow up his mentions and tell him that you want to see some comic book artwork. If you can go follow him at his tag right there and just totally blow him up. And I'm sure because he's, you know, he already has zero free time, so I would appreciate it if all the fans would go to Mac the Rebel's timeline and blow up his mentions and let him know that you want to see some custom artwork, and then this guy is going to be sleeping like 1 second a day. But just
pretty much.
To everybody that donated on the mixtape when you downloaded it on Bandcamp, shout out to my homie Classic Material. Follow him on Twitter at Classic Material. Shout out to Jason. He bought the whole catalog. Shout out to everybody who supported. Shout out to everybody who supported everything we've ever done. Whether you streamed it, purchased our hard copies, or purchased merchandise when we had the beanies or the bandanas or the hoodies or the T-shirts, we sent those all over the world. You know what I mean? And you know, just shout out to everybody. And if you've purchased or donated on the new mixtape, shout out to that as well.
Heck yeah, man. Sure. Also, like shout out to like, you know, most of the camps that supported us during the years and all that. LCOB, the Guerrilla Republic, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, man. It's just
shout out to Iz. Happy late birthday.
Oh yeah, happy late birthday, my brother. You know what I mean? God bless him. Many blessings to you, man. For real. And yeah, man, just everyone that just supported us, man, believed in what we were doing, and, you know, really heard the message in the music, and you know, knew we wasn't really fronting, you know, knew where we really came with something and wanted to give it to y'all in the most unique way possible in the form of hip hop. So shout outs for real, man.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, and shout out to Scam 1 for that dope Empire Fear album cover, man.
Scam 2.
Oh, Scam 2, my fault. Pardon, my fault, man. Scam 2, man. My fault. It's been a minute, man. But yeah, man. You know, shout out to Scam 2, man.
Shout out to Mir 1 for the interview that he gave us.
There you go. I mixed up the two right there. Mirror 1.
Yeah, it's crazy how he's Mirror 1 and Skip. Dude, we need to like when the fans donate millions of dollars to our non-existent GoFundMe, we need to take that and make like an insane, like, I don't know, maybe like an online motion comic or something with both of them, like Mirror 1 and Scam 2, and like freaking like, you know, because I think Mirror's West Coast and Scam is like somewhat East Coast. He's like Midwest, but
nah, that's true. Yeah, but yeah,
that'd be tight.
Shout out to both of them.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I mean, you guys missed like 90% of the Mirror interview. I gotta hit him up. I wouldn't mind doing one like a better one with him now for the tube and stuff. I'm shout out to Mirror. I'm trying to catch one of his events. He commented on Sack Chamber. Guys, I mean, you gotta look deep, guys. If you go through our stuff and you see who's left feedback and stuff, it's pretty nuts, guys. I ain't gonna sit here and name drop, but like if you go find it yourself, it's up there. You know what I mean? It's probably more than you think it is.
Yeah, man, for real, man.
So we don't care if we're not superstars. You know what I mean? We did what we came to do. You know what I mean? So
that's right. We left y'all. The message is on y'all to decipher it, and if years from now becomes bigger than what it is today, you know that, then cool. I guess it served its purpose.
I agree.
If y'all trying to decipher it, you know, then y'all never get it.
I agree. Before, you know, it's before its time. You know, we're on some Nick Tesla type thing. You know what I mean? Not everybody gets properly credited. You know what I mean? That guy were there. They were like, hey, he has really good ideas. We should take those and make them worse. You know what I mean? It happened.
Now they got a car company called Tesla.
I know. Yeah, guys, any questions? Q&A, you know what I'm saying? Fire it up.
Let's be about whatever, man.
And if not, we'll stick to the script. But yeah, no, the big thing was this was about you guys, you know what I mean? That was the bottom line. It wasn't about us. I mean, yeah, we could tell you where to find our stuff, and thanks for the support, you know what I mean? We get the leftover stuff, like I said, the posters and the stickers. Anybody who wants to just hit us up, hit me up in the inbox on the gram or wherever. We'll get it out to you guys, whatever anybody wants. But this is it. The whole point of this video was fan appreciation. Thanks for all the subs on the tube. Make sure to keep the subs coming in. Like, sub. Of course, we've got the Machete Goes to Scumtown music video. We haven't even talked about any of the drops we had from the mixtape. That's by MC Therapist. It's basically the lyric video. Fire. The Substance Death lyric video by MC Therapist, featuring MC Therapist. Fire. The 8 o'clock in the morning lyric video by the Italian dude Gino, featuring Eloquence. Fire. Produced by Decap. Fire. Put the glasses on. Bryn's are old school. They live. Bryn's like you, Mac. You guys are like Frank Armitage's. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I mean, what I loved about that video was the whole comic book, you know, lyric video type look. At the same time, adding all the day live references.
That's why I chose that guy.
Because for real. Shout out Gino, man. For real.
Shout out MC Therapist for finding that, because I saw his joint with like Esoteric, and that's when I knew that guy was perfect. And I was like, "Oh, that complements our style."
Yeah, Steve
a lot,
Sutherland,
of course.
Shout out.
Oh yeah, a little bit about the mixtape, I guess, just as a digression. The whole concept of a hobo with a machete being a grindhouse audio album, audio mixtape. You know what I mean? It's an audio movie, actually. You notice me and Mac have multiple genres on there. We have like Lament Configuration and Book of the Dead, which are horror. We have 8 o'clock in the morning, Substance Death, and Day of Reckoning, which are all based on like sci-fi movies. There's just like, unfortunately, we didn't get Conan on there. That's the only thing we overlooked was fantasy, but we've used it a lot already.
I think that's the reason why, because we did so much of that theme, and like the Star Metal track with Chino.
That's a good point. The original Scimitar intro. Is it Gods and Kings or?
Gods and Kings. I think it was.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm sure you guys knew we were a fan of that one. I'd be surprised if you didn't know that, but I do think it's hilarious for people who haven't seen the movies, because some of those tracks, they're definitely like, what are these guys talking about? Like Furioso Road, what's the other one? Ex-Presidents. Like, I don't even know. I think Ex-Presidents is one of the best heist tracks ever made, bro. Like,
man.
I really do.
Like VX talked about Point Break there. I think you guys should have put two and two together right there.
Mhm.
I mean, the ones that missed it, that is, man. I'm sure there was
Yeah.
many that seen the movie and like, oh, ex-presidents. I know what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot that missed talking about, like, ex-presidents, or what movie is that? And
Yeah.
and that's the thing. Like, also, man, like, this is why I wanted to make a track. Criticize the cinema nowadays, because you got like the old classics that that we grew up on, that made cinema what it was. Exciting and love and to watch it. Nowadays too. Something that's like watered down and deteriorated, like remakes and such, like the Point Break remake. So yeah.
I've heard some bad things, and we cover a lot of that commentary over on the the film channel, youtube.com/PlanetXFilm. We have a Venom 2 review coming soon. You guys are going to want to tune into that. And we did do Venom 1, and we've got a lot of stuff over there. Obviously, we just did Dune. Dune was fire, but I know it. I know what Mac's talking about. Needless to say, I get most of my rage out on the film channel over there.
For real, man.
Some bad stuff.
You already know, though, man. I mean, even like songs like Layman Configuration, I think it's one of my favorites on there, because just even though it's straight horror, psychological, it's just nuts, man. That
beat you made was incredible, and then how we rapped on it. I was like, me and Mac talk about Hellraiser every day, so I was like, I can easily write these verses, no problem. You know what I mean? Mass Destruction featuring Duke Nukem, literally the real Duke Nukem. Like, if you ever played Duke Nukem and you heard him talk, Duke Nukem is on our song. And John St. John, shout out to him. Mac hooked that up, so you guys probably weren't expecting some secret famous features, co-stars on the audio. The audio movie, but you got him. Man. So
I didn't know how to really directly get at him and all that. So, just one day, just stumbled onto his account. He just DM'd him straight, like, yo,
so good.
We need you to do a cameo with his one.
He's like, GA? Yeah, I'll do it. I didn't even respond to my real voice. I responded to my Duke voice because I already knew that I knew you guys were going to call it. Yes, this is Duke. That's how he answered back.
Nah, but he was a cool dude about it, man.
Hell yeah.
Told me, how to get it all hooked up, man. We got it all set up.
I love the song. I uploaded it on SoundCloud. I want to keep revamping the SoundCloud to tighten it up a bit, but go slap Mass Destruction featuring Duke Nukem on SoundCloud. Crazy. Of course, on Spotify as well.
Yeah, man, for sure. Definitely entertaining track. If you love video games, you'll love this song. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah. I just want to pull up the track list real quick, just so we can shout everybody out. And I mean, I already know what is on there for the large majority of the most part, but I just don't want to miss anything. But of course, shout out Aztec. He featured on The Killers, which is of course the John Woo song. Another banger. That was like one of the last ones we completed. I mean, I don't know, guys. Like, maybe I'm just partial because me and Mac chose these tracks because a lot of them are our favorite movies. But like, there's Day of Reckoning was the first track of the tape, dude. Every time it comes up on shuffle, I still listen to the whole thing. You know what I mean? Just because it's fire. And of course, we have G.O.E. on there for some retro stuff produced by Anno Domini.
Which pretty much had nothing to do with movies, but we decided to get it.
But it does have that 31 intro, so I mean,
yeah, okay, yeah, with somewhat.
That's why I let it slide.
Yeah, you gotta let it slide on that.
Do you know who said that? Do you know who said? What is that guy's name again? Is it Richard Brake? Dude, that guy's a man.
Yeah, man. Like, you smoking during the times of, I forgot what he said.
Apparel, it's often said, yeah. You know who said, yeah. It's everyone's favorite Marxist. Anyway, guys, we won't kill you. Just go listen to GOE.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Of course, Book of the Dead. Go ahead.
Nah, you can go ahead, man.
Book of the Dead is the Evil Dead universe, the Army of Darkness universe. Mac and I are big fanboys of that. And a couple bonus tracks on there. And of course, if you guys listened to the outro, you heard how me and Mac survived the Machete Goes to Scumtown track, which if you guys missed the concept, and I'm not sure who that is, my guy. If you need help understanding what the whole overall storyline and the plot was of the mixtape, and there is one, I played a hobo who's a hobo vigilante from the movie A Hobo with a Shotgun, played by Rutger Hauer. The mixtape is dedicated to Rutger Hauer. Rest in peace. Passed away in the past couple of years.
Yeah, man.
Past few years. Amazing actor. He's the villain in Blade Runner 1. He's an incredible genius. And Mac played a Mac PXR version of Machete, who is a Danny Trejo film character. He is directed by Robert Rodriguez in Machete 1 and Machete 2. So when Machete goes to Scumtown is the city of where the hobo is in the hobo movie. It's like basically it's shot in like Nova Scotia, Canada, so it's like East Coast Canada. And Mac's character comes into my hobo universe in the first couple of chapters.
Basically, it was just like two of the modern grindhouse films at the time. You know,
exactly.
And blending the stories together, and then creating just like this whole new story arc, you know, along with it. You know, just because it's like we just thought it'd be very entertaining, man, just to see what happened if those two met up and just caused complete havoc. Like
complete mayhem. Because already in their separate movies, they kill like hundreds of people. So like Mac was saying, like if you put them together, that's like basically a two-man war. You know what I mean? And originally when we were developing the tape, I thought like I was doing a hobo track and Mac was doing like a Machete track. But then when I found out he wasn't doing one, honestly, I like it better blended because like I do my verse, which is like the whole hobo movie. Then Mac comes in as Machete, and he helps me. Whatever. If you haven't heard the track, go back and run it so you can get what the story is. But we made our own narrative where he comes into my world, and then basically in the next chapter, the third verse where we go on and off, I cross back over into the Machete universe, and that is basically Machete 3. At the end of Machete 2, Machete Kills. They have a fake trailer like Machete Kills in Space, so that's where he like fights Vaz, who is the Mel Gibson character. He gets his face burned off and he gets a permanent mask, and they basically say he's going to be Leo DiCaprio in part 3, and that's Machete Kills in Space. So me and Mac go through the last verse, and we do that Machete Kills in Space chapter with me, you know, Machete and the hobo together. You know what I mean? Ridiculous. Of course, there's a reason that's the title.
Of course, like Leonardo DiCaprio wasn't in there because BX had to say in the end, carve a head and your swastika on your head like Mel Gibson.
Yeah, because in the second movie he was still Mel Gibson, so I just kept him the same as.
He kept it the same guy, so it don't matter.
And he said some stupid shit. Fuck you, Mel Gibson. Like, yeah, okay. Me and Mac used to be Lethal Weapon fans, but after that whack shit he said publicly, he got dissed on the tape for a reason. Other people got dissed too. If you revisit Mass Destruction, because Mac and I feel a way about Gearbox and what they're doing with the Duke Nukem properties. So Randy Bitchford can suck one too. But yeah, a couple douchebags got dissed on the mixtape because we tapped into our older egos. If you guys go listen to our old mixtape tracks when we were with VI, like a Legacy of Chaos era, we didn't give a fuck, you know what I mean? So we were like, me and Mac brought that back for the final mixtape because we've kept it clean on these last couple albums, and there's no reason to. Of course, the grindhouse genre has to be a hard R. So a couple people got smoked.
Ham on it all.
Fuck Mel Gibson.
Go ham on it all, man.
So check that shit out. But that's just some background on the mixtape. So again, go scoop it at Bandcamp, .piff. You can stream it. They're having issues. Audiomack, you can stream and download there. I think if you have an Audiomack account, make sure to follow us on Audiomack, and of course Spotify. Add us to your playlist on Spotify, and check out the mixtape there. Of course, Bandcamp, you could donate. If anybody wants to try the super chat function, you guys are welcome to. Actually, I'm not even sure if I will see that. I think I'm supposed to see it, but I don't know. If you did do it, we will see it after this, and we will respond in the comments. It didn't occur to me now that I've been promoting that, and I'm not sure if it gets to you. But that's okay. You could still donate on Bandcamp. Planet X Records on Bandcamp. You could go to the Hobo with Machete mix CD, download that, and like I'd say half the people who got it in the beginning gave us donations, and then people were going and getting the whole catalog, which was crazy. I mean, we didn't even intend for you guys to do that. Like so you can get A Legacy of Chaos featuring VI, Zabulba Bay, The Reincarnation, and A Hobo with Machete mix CD. You can get all three of those free on DatPiff, nothing. And then the donations are open. You guys do that if you want. There's also the Cash App link is on Spotify, and also the PayPal link. I think it's paypal.me/Planet X Records, I think. But either way, the button is up on the channel right there on the banner. We've covered a lot today, Mackie. We'll wrap it up in a bit in these last 5. If anybody has any questions, you know what I mean, shoot them down there, guys. But we're gonna be wrapping it up probably in a couple minutes or so. We do want to promote just one last time on the leftover merch. If anybody wants global Guerrilla Warfare, Global Warming, Reign of Terror LP, or Tablet of Destiny, Secrets of the Multiverse LP, limited copies of those, and limited hard copies of the original Dark Rift poster designed by Mac the Rebel, and the Global Warming Reign of Terror poster designed by Mac the Rebel. So those and stickers. If anybody wants any of those, just get at me with what you want. Either comment below or message me VX Planet X PXR on Instagram. You know what I mean, or Twitter, wherever, or the Planet X Records. Those are the IG and Twitter. Follow those as well. Where was I going? Go ahead, Mac.
Now, I was about to say, like, you were talking about the merchandise and all of that. I got a lot, most of them on deck. Also, got albums, copies of American Villain out also, So if you order a copy of American Villain and all that, I could definitely send y'all, posters.
On Discogs. Both of our catalogs are on Discogs. So if you guys put your order through Discogs, if you're a collector, you can get us there. And hit Mac up. Also, make sure to cop American Villains, buy and stream everywhere.
That's right. Spotify, iTunes. Man. You get it all around there, man. So download Amazon Music. So
download and purchase American Villain everywhere, and all the other. You got to set up a Bandcamp, like I was telling you, bro. Like put up.
That's coming soon. That's coming soon.
Yeah, put up everything, because you can put your hard copies on there as well. We have the hard copies on Bandcamp as well for PXR. Okay, so follow us over to Planet X Films. That's youtube.com/Planet X Film, and that's where my true crime series is, the Zodiac Files. That's kind of the thing. That's the main project over there right now. But we're going to be doing other trailers and just web series and interviews and all that stuff. There's also a Zodiac Files interview series. You can get that all at youtube.com/Planet X Film. We're also doing the Paradigm Review Show, where me, Mac, and Gaz review like movies, mostly like hard R, action, grindhouse, sci-fi, kung fu, martial arts movies. And we do just whatever we're watching, like TV series too, like The Mandalorian. We'll probably do Boba Fett. Whatever we just did Dune, you know what I mean? Venom, Pooh, Let There Be Garbage coming soon. So we got a lot of stuff planned for over there. But more importantly, something that we're going to be doing in conjunction with that, Mac alluded to earlier, and it's not ready yet, so we can't really announce what it is, but we can tease it. So Planet X Comics coming soon. We're trying to keep it as top secret as possible, but if you were like a comic book head, you like graphic novels, any of that stuff, Marvel and DC is cool, but if you like independent comics like Image, Dark Horse, 2000 AD, those are kind of like the big ones, but even like Vertigo and some of the DC indie stuff, and Valiant, you know what I mean? That's the type of more our type of style, is like indie type stuff. So we're trying to get there will definitely be a trailer coming soon. That's going to announce that. It's probably going to most likely be on the Planet X Film channel, youtube.com/Planet X Film. We I'm probably mostly going to be promoting the PXC stuff over there, but at least this one might go on the PXR channel too. Because this one, what Mac and I are doing relates to this this same hobo machete universe that was the hobo with the machete mix CD was in. These will be those same characters from the Machete Goes to Scumtown video, and but it will relate more to the PXR verse, which is the PXR universe of the Guerrilla Alliance trilogy, you know what I mean? Guerrilla Warfare, Empire of Fear, and The Dark Rift. So go stream and download those everywhere. Limited hard copies available for everything but Empire of Fear. And yeah, again, shout out to you guys. It's thanks for all the support. Thanks for the hard copies. Everything we sold, the t-shirts, the hoodies, the bandanas, the hard copies, the stickers, the posters. We sent them all over the world. It was crazy. You know, you guys liked and subbed on the tube. You you followed a lot of our Spotify and stuff. You streamed my stuff. You streamed Mac's stuff.
Yeah, man. Plus, I want to take time to just shout out the everyone that worked with us on Hobo. Heaven Razors, shout out GGO. You know what I mean? Sons of Man. Shout out Fourth Disciples. Shout out
John
Murdoch. Shout out Aztec. Tech. Yeah. We worked for him we knew him for many years. Worked with him for a couple tracks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's on PXR going back to Guerrilla Warfare and Dimension X 2012. I love that John Woo song, man. That's freaking ridiculous, man. Of course, Mac and I are like big, like, you know what I mean? What do you even call that trilogy? Hard Boiled and
what do you call it?
A Better Tomorrow and
Better Tomorrow 2.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a Better Tomorrow 3, but it wasn't like directed by John Woo. Yeah.
No, I just mean like the John Woo trilogy of course, like City on Fire and shit. And like, yeah, man, that's the thing, guys. Like, we tried to get like, all of our favorite directors in there, like John Carpenter, Robert Rodriguez, the Hobo director, Jason, John Woo. You know what I mean? Freaking man, we got of course Clive Barker. We got Sam Raimi. We have. This mixtape does reflect like a lot of our favorite movies. I wouldn't say we could get like everything in there because I would have still like Mac was talking about Cobra. I was talking about Equilibrium.
Yeah, man, we going through movies like crazy.
And the Raid Redemption. Yeah, it could have gone forever, guys. We could. That's why we left it open ended because we could have easily done a part 2.
Yeah. Shout out to Sean St. John, Duke Nukem,
Yeah, all the co-stars. Yeah, no, and again, like we said, John Murdoch, Fourth Disciple, helped with the mastering, and then of course everybody who did the lyric videos, MC Therapist, and the dude Gino. You know what I mean? It's just so there was a lot of. I mean, for us to do those, because we never really did lyric videos. I don't think we have any before Hobo. So
yeah, man, but it's.
Well, Star Metal, but I mean, other than that, you know what I mean? So,
nah, for sure. I mean, some people listen to the songs, they can't pick up some of the words, so it's always good sometimes. So, yeah,
I agree. It's like what Ill Bill told us. It's like a nice in-betweener between like a music video and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A slideshow or whatever. Sure. Final thing, guys, unless Mac has any final thoughts and plug anything else to do, make sure to follow us everywhere. Like, subscribe, share here. Follow on Instagram, Planet X Records, and Twitter. I do have some free download codes of Tablet of Destiny that Catapult gave me. So if anybody wants a free copy of Tablet of Destiny at this point, just hit me up, inbox me on the IG or wherever. Just inbox any of the Planet X Records accounts, facebook.com/Planet X Records LLC. And like I said, if you want a poster, if you want a sticker, just hit us up. If you want a free copy of Tablet of Destiny, just hit me up. I'll slide you a download. You'll get a digital copy. Like I said, a bunch of free stuff on Bandcamp. Of course, you can feel free to donate. If you guys use the super chat, we'll take a look and try to find that. But yeah, just keep subbing the channel. There'll be a couple more things, probably just some trailers and stuff. Alphabetic has his LP out. MC Therapist, I think, has something coming new. Eloquence just dropped his album. You can go check that out. So there's a couple new things out already.
Yeah, man.
Besides our mixtape. a hobo with a machete.
So yeah, man. This is PXR's pretty much final run right there. So yeah, stick with us to the end, and yeah, man, and keep it moving. Uh, it doesn't stop in PXR though. We're gonna keep it moving over, to big
PXF,
to PXF,
PXC. You can subscribe
PXC,
to the Twitch,
PXM.
twitch.tv/Planet X Games. That's PXG. So when we talk about PXM, which is Planet X Media, that's like the overall umbrella company. Like, like Alphabet owns Google. You know what I mean? Like, you think Google is this big thing, but then you find out that really they have a boss. You know what I mean? So we have PXM, and then within that, we'll have Planet X Filmworks, Planet X Comics, Planet X Games, you know what I mean, and whatever else we come up with. But I think that stuff will keep you guys fairly entertained. So look out for all of that. Keep the subs coming in. Click the bell for notifications. Make sure to follow at Planet X Records everywhere where you follow. And, of course, the Spotify. Keep tuning in on there. Mac, you have anything else to plug as far as Pick Up American Villain everywhere? The Last Hyena War Chief coming soon.
Yes,
and
sir.
follow Mac everywhere.
Follow me at Mac the Rebel PXR. That's on Instagram and Twitter. So you'll find me on there regardless. I'll be making another Instagram soon for some artwork, So yeah, stay tuned for that update right there.
Yep. Shout out to everybody who came through. God Naga, Fed Up. That's our homie Gaz. Of course, follow him, Mosh Ninja 1, everywhere on social media. We'll have all the links and all the plugs and everything below. And finally, last thing, this was about you guys. You guys are the Guerrillas. You know what I mean? The Guerrilla Alliance isn't just, me and Mac by ourselves in the studio. It's the Guerrilla Alliance is us and all the
Worldwide.
Guerrillas allied, and we're we're
the same state of mind, the same frame of mind, family wise. We all one blood, one nation, one, fighting under one God. So yeah.
Yep. The Guerrilla Alliance is all of us together as a unit, and of course, shout out to you guys. And you guys have no idea how much you've done for me and Mac. You know what I mean? It was just the whole point of this video was fan appreciation, and yeah, like I said, you guys have man, we've sold hard copies everywhere. We've mailed them to so many countries, and I always try to give you guys stickers and posters and, extra free mixtapes that we do. Just throw in whatever I have, just sticking free stuff in every order as much as I can, and you guys have been super, supportive. You know what I mean? And you guys have no idea how many times you've saved me. There's literally times where I've been broke and had nothing and got paid out my royalties from from our musics, and I've bought groceries with that music money. You know what I mean? I've literally you know what I mean? Y'all don't know how much you've held us down. You think me and Mac making all this music we're doing this big favor for you guys because you get to listen to it, but it really does go both ways. You know what I mean? So that was the whole point of this video.
Yeah, man. So you like what you hear, support a little, So
yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? It's whatever in this day and age. You know what I mean? I know people don't buy music anymore, so that's why we always say, please subscribe to the YouTube and just drop some likes and support the lyric videos and the music videos and stuff. We drop stuff from us and our whole conglomerate, MC Therapist, Eloquence, Alphabetic, and everybody who's featured with us. And as well as Spotify being the big thing now. Just follow Guerrilla Alliance over there, and spin the hobo with Machete Mix CD. But like Max said, if you're feeling extra supportive, you want to pop over to Bandcamp and drop a donation with a hobo with the Machete Mix CD, because it was years of work, even though we chose to just give it to you guys for free to complete the mixtape trilogy, just how we completed the canonical studio album trilogy. So now there's 6 total. That's cool too, you know what I'm saying? And then that's why we put it's pretty cool that Spotify offers that fan support button now, and you can put your own a PayPal or a Cash App. Actually, I don't know if you set that up for yourself, Mac, but you should do the same. You can put your Cash App on your Mac the Rebel channel.
I might do that. I just might do that.
Just if you guys think of the millions of beats Max produced, he's been on every album. He's done a majority of the artwork. Don't let Max roll fall to the wayside, guys, just because you see me doing a majority of the talking. You know what I mean? Without Mac's artwork, dude, it would have been me just sitting in an empty room I think I have a bunch of bars back, but I don't know if anyone likes. Anyway, make sure give this dude some follows, and yeah, you know what I'm saying. We'll keep the artwork coming out of this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And yeah, I'm always up for inquiries, also, man. So hit me up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you taking contracts if
I'm definitely
people
taking contracts.
if people are working with a budget?
That's the reason why I'm trying to make this other Instagram account
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
this one's gonna be more the business side, accepting contracts for artwork and the album cover, like official album covers, you know, made and such, you know. So you know, I got the software and I got the hardware, you know.
There you go.
So yeah, man.
Yeah, if you've ever seen pretty much a mixtape cover or a PXR poster, it's been Mac, guys. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's ever been mentioned along the way, but they thought that it just like I chant in a pentagram and the artwork just materializes, but it's not that simple.
Man. I mean, except for the first 3 GA album covers and all that, all I can say is, man, yeah, I did the majority of the artwork on a lot of it. So yeah, man. Hope you like what y'all see as well as listen.
Yeah, and the hobo covers fire as well, even though that wasn't Mac, but just to shout out the artist, you know what I mean? Like, you know, everything about this is crazy, from the mixtape cover to all the lyric videos we did, like we said. But that's all I got for you guys. Shout out to the fans. Farewell to the fans. Yeah, there'll be a couple more trailers on the channel. Mac's, PayPals, and Cash Apps are always open for artwork contracts. So a hobo with the Machete Mix CD out everywhere, and we'll drop the links below. Subscribe, click the bell for notifications. VX, Heaven's Assassin,
Mac
final farewell
Rebel.
to the fans. Mac the Rebel, Guerrilla Alliance, PXR, Planet X Records. Thank you for all the support. We're out.
Yeah.